Ladies and gentlemen, first episode RanneD, year 2022, right? Or are we still in 2020, Dwayne? Me and Dwayne are actually just talking about. First off, hold on. Me, I'm the R. Right below me, got the D. How you doing, Dwayne?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Okay, let's get into this. We were just talking about how I accidentally almost put the title as 2022, and I didn't even notice. Like, yeah, I noticed, but 2020, and I feel like the last 2 years went by so freaking quick. Or at least I was talking to Wayne, I was saying not enough happened within that time limit that made me go, oh, 2 years worth of shit happened. You know what I mean? What's up, Dwayne? How
Yeah.
you doing? I'll see you in a little bit. Um, what do you think about for the last 2 years? What is the biggest thing? I mean, other than the fucking coronavirus, that's like happened. That's like took up time. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, okay, I graduated or I did this and that. You know what I mean? Like for me, I can't the whole time. You know what I mean? So it's not anything super taking up that whole amount of time.
Right now, I'm not sure, because I feel, like the first year of 2020, it felt like 2 years already, so I can't say much. So it is
Yeah,
much.
I feel you for that.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
How about you?
Before we go any further, let's bring the future sponsor of year 2022 and RanneD podcast. I always bring it in there. Fireball is a Canadian. It's a Canadian mixture with natural, all the good stuff.
My days.
Hey, come on, man. We live in love. Okay. So I actually, before we go into anything like big talking, I wrote down some shit. I just popped into my head throughout the week that I wanted to mention to you. I know I already said this, but I know I previously wrote down the cursive Z is stupid. There's no reason for it. It just throws shit off.
The cursive Z.
Yeah. Have you seen? Can you remember the cursive Z? Because whenever I try and think of it, I'm like, oh, I can't.
No, I can't remember cursive Z.
Okay. It looks like a goddamn. I should pull it up, but it looks like it goes like this. It's a fucking. It looks like a B in like a line drawing. You know what I mean? Not like the letter B, like a bumblebee. It's fucking weird. That led me to the letter Z in Canada, Great White. Why the fuck is it Z? Why do they call it Z? And why no other letter they end in ed? Because most other letters would work with that. Bed, to shit, ed, Ned, dead. I could go on and on, man. There's 26 letters. Like, you want me to?
Like, no. No.
I'm just saying, like, I should look this up because I'm stupid and I didn't do this prior to you because research happens in the podcast. You know what I mean? The guy who probably, assuming it's a guy, the guy who started that probably is named Zed, right? I mean, because if not, where did you get like?
I don't know. There's so many.
Word, Zed would not be the word, let alone the letter.
There's so many like different variations of one thing. Like zero, it's also zero. It's also naught, which is another word way of saying zero, which is weird. What else is it? Tomato, potato, potato.
Potato.
What is that? Red and read.
Red and read. That makes sense.
Really? When you say red, you think RED, not READ.
Well, the thing is, I know people that say read and not read, and will say read, and I just know that they mean read. You know what I mean? Like reading is. I mean, fuck. I'm the last person to get into fucking grammar over here. I'm from Hawaii, man. We got broken English where I'm come from, and that's the official language. Did you know that? Hawaiian Creole English, what we call pidgin, is literally just broken English.
Yeah, Jamaican.
Yeah, pretty much. Jamaican. But I mean, maybe like Jamaicans probably add in like all the cultures around them. We got in all the Asian cultures around us too. So that just makes sense now. You know what I mean?
I think we
I
took
don't know
pigeon
where.
one.
The thing is, I don't think Zed can be allowed in any pigeon language or any fucking language, man. Zed is a name, damn it. Moving on. God, I don't want to be stuck on this. Okay, New Year's today, 2022. Okay, not the first day, but do you have any New Year's resolutions? Anybody watching, do you or listening, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Put in the comments. I want to hear.
I think I said one the other day, which was to learn how to skate. But honestly, I'm not sure. I think just enjoy myself for what I have. You know,
That's what's up.
be
I like the second one better, but let's bring it back to the first one. What kind of skating you talking about? Talking about skateboarding? Talking about rollerblade? You talking about ice skate?
rollerblades.
Rollerblades. That's my jam. Have I ever told you about when I used to go rollerblading?
Yes, you did when you watched Power Rangers the other day, remember?
Damn it. I'm not tell you anymore, but I'm gonna tell you again because the people didn't hear. But mind you, put a pin in that. I need to talk to you about that thing, those things we watched. Damn it! What was I just talking about before that? Rollerblades. I'm here.
Yeah,
Okay.
rollerblades.
When I was 10 years old, okay, just moved to Arizona, got like I don't know, my friends are the people on the kids in the street. You know what I mean? We played outside and shit, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember I think the channel was like coming out with like skateboarding movies, so like it was like the hot thing. Hmm. I want to say it was like around like 4 or 5 in the morning. A lot of times, leave the house, and it would take like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there. We would like go to another city to go to this skate park that like we knew of. Apparently, there was only fucking one. We now know that there was some like 10 minutes away, 5 minutes this way. So we traveled for nothing every fucking early in the morning just to get there early because like by the time the sun came up, everyone was there. We would take all skateboards there, and without a doubt, every single time we went there, within the minutes, I would pull my rollerblades out of my bag because in Hawaii we rollerbladed. I didn't fucking skateboard. Like skateboarding in Hawaii for me was fucking sitting on the thing and going down the hill. You know what I mean? Like I was like surfing is when it comes to like that kind of maneuver. If you wanted to do that, you go surfing. That's a quarter mile that way. You know what I mean? Like skateboards were different shapes and shit when I was a kid. So remember, I'm 21, so
Oh, good.
okay. Why rollerblading? What do you want to like go rollerblading? Do you want to like enjoy the scenes, enjoy the view, or like what about rollerblading?
Multiple reasons why. One, because of that movie the other day, and because I realized for travel, I don't like walking much. So if I can rollerblade or something I can move faster in, but also not be in a car, it'd be very useful. So it's that.
I'm
Fast
just gonna
move.
throw this out there because I don't know if you thought about this. What about a bicycle?
Yeah, I like bikes. I already know how to ride a bike though.
You don't know how to ride that motherfucker? I'm gonna teach you how to ride a bike. God damn it.
No, I already know how to ride a bike.
Oh, okay, good.
So I'm saying I don't do something I know how to do already. I want to do something I don't know how to do. You know?
All right, you need to ride my type of bike. Put a motor in between them fucking legs. Dude, can you imagine us fucking cruising to Vegas on a 4-hour drive on the bikes?
Oh, that's what.
Oh,
Sick
God,
to
that's
say.
good. You know what's funny? They're down here. They're building a new interstate, basically straight shot from Phoenix to Vegas, and it pretty much already is. And like, this is like hella expensive project, and they're like, "Yo, this is not smart to do this." But like people want it because it's like, oh, I want to get I want to get to Vegas faster. It's like, dude, it's gonna cut like half hour off your time. Like realistically, like roads have like first it was 5 hours when we moved here to get there. Roads have completely been upgraded. You know, we don't even like when I used to go to Vegas, we used to have to drive on the Hoover Dam, you know, to cross the fucking the state line and get to Vegas. Don't you shoot hat ton for highway for like you don't even touch it, you know what I mean? You look down at it from afar. I'm like, well, that kind of takes the fun out of it. I'm glad I did that when I was a kid.
I feel like doing things like that is like a waste of money. It's like, oh, we have extra money.
It's a huge waste of money, and the amount of money that it is it's ridiculous. So it's like could be used towards much other things. Okay, let's before
Yeah.
we move on past this. Ebony says learn Arabic. I actually so I don't want to learn Arabic speaking. I learn maybe not to be able to write it, but to be able to read it because I know a lot of people and a lot of it's at least around me there are stuff like that that it would could benefit me if I go to a friend's house whatever and they have all this stuff around like I want to I want to know more about it or whatever. It's a very old culture. That's historically that's something if I was like a history person that's what I would like to learn about so Arabic is a good one. Amit says actually before we go on that, what if you were to learn another language, what would it be? Just one.
Or Japanese.
Japanese yuma ichi ni san chi. Hiya. I don't know if any of those words were Japanese, by the way.
Ichini-san, I think. Ichini-san.
Ichi-ni-san. Dude, okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret right now, Dwayne. And you've already heard me like do this, okay? Ichi ni sanchi goroko shichi hachi kuju. It fits in every fucking song, bro. I'm telling you, replace all the words and just say it, and I promise you it works. Every fucking song. I went through this with somebody. It works every song. I've been singing Ichi ni sanchi for like the last 13 years, okay? My daughter is like every time I sing the song, she just rolls her eyes in the car seat. It works. Yeah. I'm like, damn it.
You don't do
it. Let's go, boys. The other D in the house. Okay, going back to me. We're gonna get caught off on this one. Learn Portuguese. Oh, bro, I gotta touch base on that one. If you do, let's chat. I'm majority Portuguese, bro. Jesus in the house. God, we got all the boys in the house today. What's up? Ebony too, we see you. I want to try weightlifting. God damn, I can't keep up with these comments, man. Okay, I'm going back to the meat one because I keep touching on it. To not be as emotional. Do you think that's something you would choose to do going into this coming up year? To not be as emotional?
It's not bad to not be. It's not bad to be emotional. It's bad to not know how to control your emotions.
Fucking love that. That's a great way to put it. And like that, you ain't always gonna be able to deal with whatever emotions come by. You got to learn as you kind of go. You know what I mean?
Because sometimes you need to be empathetic with how you're feeling, but sometimes you need to be. Sometimes you have to feel. You have to feel things, otherwise you kind of red if you don't feel things. But
I agree. I definitely agree.
If you also cry at every little thing, then yeah, you need to like have less of that maybe, but it's kind of like control when you can. Like some fathers when they go who are very like hard headed, but when they go to their daughter's wedding and give her away, they cry like babies because it's a feeling that they feel. It's allowed.
I feel like you're calling me out right now, bro. I feel like you're calling me out. No matter just fucking leave.
No, mate.
No. I do feel you on that, and I probably am gonna cry. I definitely gonna cry. I'm also gonna beat the guy up. But before we get that far, remember I told you? So I was telling Dwayne. My daughter had called me to ask if she could go to a school dance, and I was like,
I'm not ready for that. Yeah.
But I shut my mouth. I said, yeah, baby, shoot, absolutely, of course. You know what I mean? I already had my plan to go with the whole bad boy scene. You know what I mean? The trucks and the ride the bike there, fucking be loud and shit. The dance didn't happen because, I don't know, they were like, I guess it wasn't like a for sure thing, or it wasn't a planned event, so maybe they didn't have funding or whatever, but it didn't happen, so I was like...
That's a shame.
Got him. That's all right. You know what I'll do? Tonight, I'll wake her up in the middle of the night, I'll play some dance music, I'll turn the fucking disc on and shit, like, let's
Yeah, I think
Japanese.
have a little
His
character.
Japanese as well. All right, look. So what we got to do is we got to put a Japanese and Portuguese language learning kind of situation going on here. I'll be like trilingual dingle over here. You know what I mean? Put that on the shirt. RanneD 2022 trilingual dingle. I mean,
It's for me.
subbing definitely helps with handling emotions. What? Really?
Sorry.
I would think the opposite. What? Wouldn't you think so, Dwayne? Like if, for clarification, subbing meaning um, wouldn't understanding, and this kind of points out to how much of a shit kid I was in school. Substitute teachers were like the ones that got kind of the worst of it if they
Yeah,
weren't able to handle the reality of it. Like there were cool substitute teachers that like totally taught their shit, got their like, teaching bug out for the day, and like at the end of the day it was like, all right, we got 10 minutes, do whatever you want, just don't fuck around, or just don't do something stupid, you know what I mean? And I was like, dope, we'd be loud, but you know what I mean? Like some of them were dope, but it was the ones that were like, "Boys, what did you say? Tell me, give me right now." You know what I mean? Like, lady, I'm gonna bury you by the end of this class. I'm gonna start making fun of you. Everyone's gonna be laughing at you. You're gonna turn around. What's on my back? That was me.
the funny thing is, yeah, in school, even my class was like top three in the school. We was bad enough to a point where if a teacher was not there, they would make us still go to the classroom but have no teacher. It's like, yo,
Oh,
just stay there.
I
Because the
okay.
substitute teacher is not, you're gonna fuck them up in terms of annoying them. So like,
All right, this is an odd one I'm gonna do here. Do a shout out to a teacher that, because of my doing and others, I definitely wasn't just me. And she worked there, like not substitute teacher. Okay, she suffered because she couldn't keep control of her class. This was like a elective class. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like, I can't even remember. Something not important to me at least. And everyone in that class took advantage of that lady. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't take advantage of the lady. I just kind of sat back and didn't do anything. That's why I was like always upset. There was actually some times where I was like, "Yo, shut up! Stop throwing pens at the fucking lady." You know what I mean? Like definitely like they pushed their limits, and I would do something. But I remember one day, like they were like just fucking around, and I didn't really care about being in that class at that time. It was like right after lunch. I remember someone took a mechanical pencil, and it was like, I don't know what kind of ceiling tiles it were, but they would throw it and it would stick in the ceiling tile. And
damn.
like they would like try and like wait for it to come down. But at one point I looked over and I was like 7 or 8 fucking pencils in them. Like, fucking this lady's just over here, like literally just trying. And she's like, "Stop, come on, please. Like, stop." I'm like, oh shit. They threw it again like a couple more times, and like by the second or third time this lady flipped, bro. I saw a nice lady get broken. Like, "You can't do this in my class, I'm like, oh my god, like holy shit, this lady went crazy because of these kids that were just like taking advantage of her." I'm like, that's one thing. Is like, you could be the greatest teacher in the world, but if you can't control your class, just like you can be the greatest parent in the world, but if you can't control your kid, like you got and the big problems, you know what I mean? Situations like those where explosiveness happens and you're like, oh, I did not paint this picture across my forehead at any point prior to this, you know what I mean? I mean, it says, yeah, but you need to still be able to handle your emotions. Definitely had to get a few students in trouble. Oh, don't get. See, if I was a substitute teacher, actually, Dwayne, how would you handle situations like that if you were a substitute teacher?
Depends on I don't know, depends on what the student is doing. It's like, yo, get the fuck out.
Right
I'm
there,
straight,
right
yo,
there,
just get out.
right there. And I've had substitutes do that to me, like that. They're like, I ain't having no shit. This is, think you run this house? Okay, get out, get out.
I ain't even giving them a
You know what I
chance.
mean?
Like,
Like,
yo,
well, the thing is, yeah, depending on what they do, there's always that level of, you know what I mean, how hard you need to get with them right away. Matter of fact,
yes. I'll make sure the class goes against them. Like, yo, once you get out, everybody else just gets something nice. Get
That's
out.
true. That's true.
So then
That's a
Constance gets,
that's a
what
real
the
win.
fuck?
That's a
So
real win.
no. You know, you get to watch TV
I
when you leave.
Okay, I was in a class, or actually I was in school with this guy for a while. Pretty much the entire up in Arizona, like up to this point. His name was Ryan. I'm not gonna say his last name. I still know it because he's such a fucking badass. He raced dirt bikes. So we we saw each other out in the desert, and we went to school. So we hung out every now and again. And I remember there's this one guy teacher, and he was specifically it was in my sophomore or junior year. It was upstairs in a building, and like the teachers would like stand by the door, hold the door open as the kids came in. Okay, nice
Mm-hmm.
regular thing. Everyone went in. All right, substitute pop quiz. You know, it was one of those things, and it was like a vocab like test for school studies. You know what I mean? It was like history shit. You know what I mean? Like easy shit. So we took the test, and I remember it was easy. Took it. You know, everyone put it back up or whatever, and the guy Ryan sat right behind me. And I remember when I got back to my seat, the teacher was walking down the aisle, like just about to pass Ryan. So I sat down and I just kind of sat sideways in the chair. You know what I mean? So like the desk is over here and my back is right here. I'm just chilling, and I'm looking to the left, and Ryan just like as the guy passes, Ryan just goes, looks at me and like fucking fire in his eyes. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? He's like, that fucking guy just stepped on my foot. And like I was like, oh, okay, damn, really? You know what I mean? Like I didn't see it was that big of a deal. But immediately as I started talking to him, the guy goes, boom, Ryan Danielson. Oh, whatever. You know what you did. You're badass. Um, you're cheating. Give me your test right now. And I was like, oh, I didn't. I thought he was gonna get mad at me. Okay. Fucking, he grabs the papers. Bell rings right then and there, and he's like, I thought he was gonna like launch it. I grab one of my friends and I'm like, all right, we gotta go, blah blah blah, and we're like waiting at the for some reason I don't know why I think he gave us the like the movements that he was gonna do something, so we got into the back of the class and we're like, all right, wait till everyone leaves. We want to see what the fuck's going on, and right, sure enough, so it's like we're the last three. He's right in front of us, and he goes up to the teacher, like that's letting the kids out, and he's like, "You fucking stepped on my foot," and the guy's like, okay, I'm sorry, what? Like, you fucking stepped on my foot. I know you did it on purpose. And then out of nowhere, the guy's like, boom, puts into the wall, like the Ryan kid, puts into the wall, and like knuckles flinches hard, and like shit gets real right now. And the guy's like, the Ryan's like over him, he's like, boo, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, Ryan, let's go, gotta go, you know, took him. He didn't even leave the building. The substitute got the phone system. Police here now, boom. You know what I mean? Got him. Kicked out of school
Oh,
just like that, bro. I saw him like 4 years later, like at a Taco Bell, and I was like, Ryan. He's like, Royce. Hey, what the fuck happened to you after that day? And he told me, he was like, yeah, I went to a different school. I went to like one of those kid schools. I was like, you badass, bro. That was badass. You know, like I was like, oh my god, he didn't even give a fuck that he got kicked out of school. You know what I mean? Like it was just, I don't know, man. It was ridiculous.
so some
What
people's
was
like
his
a
name?
badge of honor, innit?
I get because well, the thing is, I guess around that time, that era, it was kind of like there were some kids that didn't give a fuck about that, but there were a couple of them that were still like, we'll go. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready. I don't care about the rules. You know what I mean? Like some of them were just like, I'm going to some kind of bad school at one point. So if it's now, it's now.
I think at some point, the people that some of the richest people in the world didn't even finish like college or school.
Mhm.
Like, why would I could do it too. No, not really. But I went. Well, fuck it. What can I say?
Let me catch up on these. Ebony says middle school dance. Oh, I'm not going back to dances. No, we move past that. I'm not thinking about that. I've clearly been on the internet too long because teaching is not what I'm thinking about. Teaching? What kind of teaching are you thinking about? She just goes, I was a good kid. But one sub, she was an actor I had a real class with, and she said if people didn't like it, they could leave. I was like, oh, really? Can I? And left. Don't know how to get. I didn't get in trouble for that. There's been a couple people like that, but I mean, I think at that point the people just don't even know what to do. Like, oh shit, you call my bluff. All right, well, bye. You know what I mean?
Mm.
All right.
Never done that.
Okay, so to pull that pin out that we were talking about, the other day we were all watching. R&D was watching. Which one was it? The Power
Original
Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power movie.
The original Power Rangers movie. Okay, and like I know if you 21 and you grew up in that era, then you love the shit out of that movie. Okay, we watched it and like all the parts that we like ooh and odd to when we were kids, we oohed and odd to as adults, and we were like, oh, look at the
Yeah.
lights and they're teleporting. I fucking knew it. We were getting so hyped. We were getting so hyped. We were like stopping and we are like, dude, this is just as cool. I'm just as excited. The ninja
I
suits came
don't know.
out. Oh man, the ninja suits! I need to get an R&D ninja suit.
Oh.
God damn! What is Salud in Cancun? Oh, I didn't know it. Fucking never mind. Okay, I watched the one after that, the Turbo whatever movie. Did you watch that one too?
Nah, because I know it's not less Power Rangers, more talking.
So I watched it like a day after because I was all hyped up about it, and you put the link in the fucking Discord. But I watched it, and I mean, starting into it was definitely like, all right, this is weird, but I was like super excited. I still was like, oh, like Tommy, and there, oh nice, you know what I mean? Like seeing everyone around again. I'm like, I'm enjoying this to the max, dude. What other Here's what I'm getting to. What other kind of movie or movie series like that? I have one in mind, but what other movie series like that do you remember from your like childhood that was like very very like game changing?
Game changing. Oh, the Digimon movie. Then again,
Oh,
there's a Digimon movie and a Pokemon movie back in the days.
bro. Oh, both of them, dude.
When
Actually,
Ash died.
which one did you like better? If you were to say Pokemon movie
Digimon.
or the Digimon movie,
Digimon.
I would say the Digimon movie too because I actually like I didn't catch on to Digimon until like later. I want to guess like a little bit later in my childhood, but like once I saw it, I was like, yo, this is so cool, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like we had Pokemon when I was in Hawaii. Like I know about it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like this is next level. Like even the cartoon was like, I don't know, man.
It
It
was
was more like
dark.
reading a book than watching you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was darker for me because people can actually die kind of darker,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I prefer. As in that it seems more realistic. As in that, yo, you're gonna get hit by a hyper beam, but somehow still survive, which makes no sense. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's in Digimon, if you die, you die. But they do come back as like eggs and without their memories, which is a reincarnation. So it's a lot more serious, more darker than Pokemon. I don't get why I didn't get as much traction as Pokemon did. But yeah.
I think it was just Pokemon had the big ride of like advertising at the time. You know what I mean? Like you had to know about Digimon. Like oh okay, let me watch it some more.
Which is the most annoying bit because, Digimon was the thing. I can't say it was first, but it was the one that was made first. But then did the Pokemon somehow kind of wiggled its way through with the
Yeah.
games and the TV show and somehow got more popular. So I was
I mean,
like,
it was the
yeah,
fad. That's why it just because
yeah,
Pokemon was like not only like a cool thing to do, it was like you could, like just marketable everywhere.
yeah, little Pikachu,
I'm so
looking
happy
thing.
OG Power Rangers, dude. OG Power Rangers are the shit, man. OG Power Rangers are the shit. And actually, I started looking. Look, there were so many seasons of Power Rangers. I don't know if it's still going on, but like there were like different
Oh yeah,
versions and this and that, like all the way through.
There's
Anne
the new
Marie's in the
Power.
chat, ladies and gentlemen. RanneD, the Anne Marie from the R&D, she's in the chat in the middle over there. You know what? You know what's coming because now that you're here, you need to celebrate. Brought to you by. All right. What do we got going on now? What was I talking about? I forgot. Dwayne, I asked you this earlier, but I want to look up. I want to look up the opposite now. We said, what is the average penis size for the world?
Mm.
What did you say?
I think it's at 5 to 7 now.
No, you got to pick a number. What did you say?
I feel that's 5 because some reason.
I think you did say 5. You said 5, and I thought it was going to be actually a lot smaller, but it's 5 and then like soft for that. It turns out to be like 5 inches or 5.1 inches or whatever. I want to look up the breast size version because think about what there's so many options for that. Like the range just goes on and on. So we're gonna look that up right now. But while we're looking that up right now, you what?
I think it's at C's or B's.
Okay, well first off, we need to pick a letter and then we need to pick a number. I don't even know how the numbers work. Okay,
it's kind of like the back. So the letter, the number is basically the back. It's kind of like the inches on the back and to the front.
I don't know, man.
So it's like 40s that goes all the way around.
For all that don't know, from the back, if you can, it's a one-handed movement. If you can pinch it and then just push it, like push it through or push it off, one-handed, you got it. I have faith in you. Okay, so you're saying C? I need to get C. I looked at, I guess. C, and then give me a number. Give me a number.
See that 36C.
36C? Is that the... Okay, that's not the biggest. I'm going to go with...
36 is like an average number.
Are for like smaller than 36. I feel like that's...
Oh, 32 is when they're very not skinny, but skinny enough.
This is
what
I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay? So I'm going to cut that... You know, let's just go with 16. Okay, 16. I'm going to go...
no, that's a child.
Wait. Okay, so 36 is automatically in like a C area, or is there like a 36B?
36B, 36C, 36D is kind of goes like that, but then 36 is the average number.
Fuck the numbers then, because I still don't understand it. I'm 36B. You going with 36C?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Average. Biblical size. Because they're biblicals, you know. Oh, this one's for the... Oh, wait. Oh, okay, here we go. So, average bra size in the United States is... Oh, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked, sir. I know half the women out there aren't wearing the correct bra. Okay, the average bra size in the United States is 34 double D. That's some bullshit.
Oh, wow.
That's some bullshit. Because that means there's so much of a majority of women that have way bigger than 36 double D to offset the amount of women that have less than that's. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I believe it because when I heard women say it's kind of hard to find a good bra these days, or they'll say it a lot because getting a bra manufacturer that actually does bras for big ass plus size or it's kind of hard to find. So you can go for the max or not max the average, which is probably double D. And
all right.
F is hard. No, to get. F is easy to get, but G's and J's and H's are freaking hard to get. These go to special websites.
I know. I don't know what letter, but it's past like the regular ones. I know some look at those and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like in my head, I'm just like, those are just sandbags. Like if I were to like put hella sand in a sock that was heavy as shit and just throw it around my neck, I feel like that's what it would be. I'd be like, oh fuck this, man, chop them off. I knew a girl who used that excuse in high school that was like that to get her like breasts reduced or whatever. She's like, oh, my back pain. I'm like, everyone's like, pregnancy, or whatever. I'm like, yo, you're fucking like 16. Get the fuck out of here, you
Oh
back pain. It's called
no!
growing pains. You're getting taller. What the fuck?
Oh no! No!
What's
No!
wrong with
Trust
you?
me, it can be worse because I think girls who that kind of size at that age, they'll keep growing.
I think it's actually even worse for girls because think about it. Girls, okay, mind you, I'm talking on my ass here, but girls, you have it on your chest, okay? So immediately, the bigger it is, you're leaning forward. So I get the whole back thing. But what if you go through that long enough in life where you're now like, instead of like sitting like this, you're like, you know what I mean? Because I see people that do that. You know what I mean? I wonder if something is called where it's like getting relief from just like hanging there or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, talking out my ass.
I think here's what I don't know, but what I've seen of her. So when they have bigger, it's like um when they're sleeping, it kind of suffocates them. That makes it hard to breathe.
Oh,
Or yeah, so it's like it's really bad. It's really hard on them sometimes, but then it's also like, I think 'cause when it's like I said, when they're standing up, it's like the thing goes low because some women's titties kind of droop,
oh.
and
Also, with you bringing that drooping thing up, I'm trying to see how I can word this question. All right. Have you ever? Has it ever? Whenever you were active doing something, you're you're okay. So, all right. I'm from Hawaii, so let me do the Baywatch. Okay. When the
but no,
girls
sorry,
when they go like this, okay, when they're running, doing activities, gung 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 gung. You know what I mean? When you're running as a, does flopping of your penis have any inclination into what you're or have any effect on what you're doing? Or
only
do
when
you even notice it at all? Because like I know when a girl's running, it's they're always aware. You know how aware they are? Every step, every boom, boom, they feel it. They know it's there. You know what I mean? For
just
me,
like water,
I,
like water in it on the chest.
well, like think about it, because it's like the question came up that is like, does it hurt when you're running? Because it's like if it hits, and then I was like, no, that's what underwear is for. You know what I mean? But it's like, but it doesn't unless you're wearing something like containing, then it doesn't really help you. Because like I wear right now, I'm wearing boxer briefs, and they're like, how does that like help contain it because it still has like area to move? I'm like, I mean, I guess not as much, but I mean, like, it's not. We don't like I don't know if you've like weighed some lately or not. You know what I mean? But they don't weigh a whole bunch. You know what I mean? So like
What don't
this
weigh a bunch?
a penis, it doesn't weigh a lot. You know what I mean? Weight of a penis to the weight of two breasts. Yeah, you're gonna like that's a you're gonna notice a fucking 5 pound thing hitting your fucking stomach every time you run it. You know what I mean? For your dick, it's like I don't know, like it's like a tapping you. You know what I mean? Like hey, hey, ha, ha. Like it's like a play tap, play fight. Ha.
The only thing that can probably hurt me is my nuts. If my leg kind of hits it. Other than that, man, my dick's always kind of positioned the right way. Plus, I like that sports bras. Yeah, I've got underwear, which is kind of like keeps it in place. So I'm good.
See,
Like, I can
so
hold it.
their argument to that was that unless you're wearing compression shorts or like something along those lines, that doesn't count because it doesn't really give you the same type of support that a bra would in that case. I'm like, okay, I understand, but like if you're really gonna get technical with it, the only way for me to wear a bra for my dick is a jock strap, and I'm good on that. You know what I mean? I don't play sports anymore. I don't need it. You know, like Gone. Oh my God, here we go. Gone's in the house. Speak about yourself. No, I'm speaking about you, you big dick mother. Podcast friendly. Anchor.com/RND. Follow us. Link tree RND. Here we go. Um, Gone goes when you nuts start hanging out hanging out your pockets. You will know the pain. Okay. This is the thing about it. That part, I get it a little bit. I've had it a couple times in my life, and it was not pleasant. I remember I was doing time read about this. There was one day I left the podcast and I went to use the bathroom. Or I went to go do something back, and I was like, I was like, oh, and I just fucking got up and left because I said no, and it hurt like I felt like I got kicked in the stomach, like 300 kicked. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh my god, I can't breathe. My stomach hurt. You know what I mean? Like that was new pain. That was new fucking pain, man.
I've rarely hit the nuts, Rarely. It's been years.
Jesus, bro, speak for yourself. Look, Gon and Jesus, okay? You two big dick motherfuckers, all right? You just hang back and relax, all right? They're all like, yeah, man, I run and I get fucking bruises over here. My neck's just slap. I
I remember one time I felt like hitting the nuts with a basketball. I was young though.
Dude, I got hit in the nuts with a baseball being thrown at me. But
Mm.
the thing is, the one day I didn't wear a cup. I promise you, me walking off, I thought I was walking tall, like walking to the thing, because clearly I was hurt. I was probably like this is probably me, bro. Like walking from the back, like I thought I was walking upright and everything. Nope, no sorry, Bob. You just blew the wind out of me. I'm pretty sure
Well,
that was one of the first times the actual wind got knocked out of me.
I feel like you're lucky you're not in a country that does cricket, because cricket balls are heavy and they're heavy. Like, it's to a point where like the hood people use it as weapons kind of thing. Cricket balls
Wait,
are different.
nah, I gotta be honest. Even in war, this is what I'm gonna say. Even in war, a man's testicles and penis should be fucking off limits, Geneva Convention style. Like that's torture. That's cruel. That's shouldn't be allowed in war.
I feel like if you get shot in the dick, you deserve to get stabbed. I don't know.
Whoa, you jumping. Oh my god, can you imagine getting shot in the dick?
That's the worst thing because it's not just killing you
Have you been
slowly.
shot in the dick? You talking like you've been shot in the dick.
It's not just killing you slowly. It's imagine you survive it and you can't use it no more. That's what it is.
Oh
It's like
no, 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 no.
it's like those women that those scorned women that someone used to cut a dick off. And then it's like, why was that your first reaction?
Uh-oh.
Your first.
That bitch
Oh,
trying to start trouble here. She goes, the real king of chaos is in the house, bro. Watch the one. Tony comes in on. He goes, "It's me. Let me give you my list of wild ass knowledge."
It just can't.
Goes, I got hit in the nuts with a football. Oh, a soccer ball. Okay, and I swear I got to the hospital 14 days left. My left one was the size of a damn big orange. Yo, I thought about that. Like if I were to get contacted, like basically get it squished so hard to where like the impact was that massive, what would happen? And oh my god, like like I already feel like it's in my stomach. You know what I mean? I already feel like just thinking
Yeah, I
about
feel it now.
like oh
I swear men are the only ones that can feel somebody else's ball pain.
dude, that's true. That's true though, because like if like think about it, when you see on videos when a guy gets hit, sometimes you're like, ooh,
Oh.
yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I don't know what that feels like, but ooh, god damn.
Oh.
Gon goes, a shot in the PP does it count as a headshot? No, it doesn't count as a headshot, motherfucker. That is a bullseye. If they hit you on the tip, especially on that little mushroom cap that you got, dude, you're done. You're fucking done, man. They clipped you right in the eye. That's bullseye.
Yes, men are weird, but women are crazy sometimes. Cause I
I'm
still
not even gonna
saw.
get into that. We got Anne Marie in the chat, man. She's gonna go nuts.
Yes, yes.
What was one thing? One time you got or did you ever get kicked in the nuts? I don't think I have. Now that I'm thinking of it.
I think I dodged it. I've always dodged. Like I'm very, very self-aware of things going to my nuts. Now,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever got like intentionally hit by someone on it, but accidentally. Oh yeah, oof, big oof, fucking Minecraft, oof, for sure.
I must have get hurt by nuts by me, but sitting wrong because a bit is
Okay.
I mean, it's like,
New idea. I wrote it down because I wanted to tell you. Okay, so you know when a girl is on her period, they have like options of a tampon or a pad or some other thing. You know what I mean?
mm.
Specifically for a pad. And we were talking about this, oddly enough. For a specifically for a pad, A pad is just a slice of a diaper. Am I wrong?
It seems like it, but it's more absorbent. I think
If it's
it
more
could be.
absorbent, wait, the diaper's more absorbent or the pad is?
And I think the pad yeah, because you've flown it.
Okay, so I had a girl argue with me about this that it was not because I saw a Twitch clip and I was like, look, this girl says it's not like, what do you just like, if you have to pee, you just pee in the pad. No, that's not how it works. I'm like, I look, Linda, listen. If you had to, for instance, if I was a guy, kind of, if I was, I go and like say for instance I'm driving, I pull over, go to the side of the road, whip it out, drive back away. You know what I mean? We're gone. For a girl, just the act to do like you're gonna walk off and pop a squat, so you're already showing your ass to everything, no matter what, and then you're gonna see like the little fucking shower falling down between your legs, like wouldn't you rather just grab a pad, be like, whoosh, you know, maybe just
Funny thing,
pee in the pad.
funny thing is, yeah, I seen, I think, a boy said, it's like a diaper, they put it in his underwear and pees. Cool, it was. You see what some focus went real, I can't remember, but he used it as like a diaper because it's very small, it's not very visible, but you can pee in it. It's all good.
Gongo's period ain't just blood. The chunks are there too. Look. Okay. Now we're
True.
gonna get into that in a minute, but I'm just talking about just the product. Okay, this is the product. If you had to pee, if you was a chicken, you had a pad. I would pick a pad since you basically a whole fucking hole that it comes out of. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the opportunity for you to spill is completely on your skill set. Okay, look, boys can aim. You just need to limit as much as the pad can take, and then throw that bitch to the wind or some shit. You know what I mean? Throw it away, whatever. Okay. Now to get into this whole period ain't just blood. Them chunks are there too. Now imagine adding pee to it. That's dope. Oh, that's a fresh plate. Okay, look, I got a question for you, Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
If your significant other, or even significant other, if the girl you were with, was on her period, do you is the option available for you?
I like to eat, so I'm not sure. I'm not going to have come out looking like a vampire. So I don't know. It's up to them. It has been offered one time when I was younger, but also I was very young. Not very young, but young enough to be like, no. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How about you?
Don't give me that bullshit. I'm not sure. Tell me this story and then not try and tell me more. Get the fuck out of here. I'm rolling this back.
Bro,
Come on.
I'm not eat. Like I said, I'm an eater first. So I'm not gonna look like a
Okay, obviously
vampire.
you can't. Okay, obviously you can't go down on a girl when she's on her period. But
It can, but it's just very weird.
I mean, you're right. Okay, look, you're right. I'm gonna say you're right because I know one motherfucker that did that, and I that's what I called it. Like he told me he did. I was like, bruh, you a vampire? What you doing out here, bruh? What are you doing? Moving on.
Jacking on this bit.
Okay, Ebony says, "Can men aim?" What you talking about, bro? I shoot a running rabbit with a $3 pistol. Bet. Also, can men aim? To that extent, I thought of an idea. Probably already a thing because I think I thought of I saw it somewhere. It is as you walk up to the toilet, you step on the thing. You step on a step, and that's already a thing. I know that's a thing. You step on the step, it lifts up the toilet seat, but after you I don't want it to be just like a one lever step. I want that to be like a electric step. Once I press that, toilet bowl comes up, boom, RGB light comes on, whatever, fucking to light up in the bowl, and then as I'm done, to be able to just as it senses nothing there, just to close by itself and flush. I want it to happen because that's literally almost no hands movement. If I wake up in the morning and all I gotta do is
I'm not
and
gonna
then walk
lie.
away, bro. I would. Oh man, I could be watching. I could be watching. I could be on Facebook, bro. Eileen, I see your name. Hot in the house. Royce is a short king. Excuse me. Excuse me. Really? Really? Look. You know what? Hmm.
You
I
know
don't
what's
know.
funny?
I don't know. I can't even. I don't even want to. I don't even want to.
I would actually prefer sitting down peeing because I hate having to focus on my hearing.
Oh,
Just,
absolutely.
just then to think, am I hitting the wall or am I hitting the side? To find out later in the morning. Oh fuck! I had to clean pee up now because I remember. Sometimes when I'm peeing, and I'm like, because sometimes I don't turn the light on instantly. I'm like, I'm too tired. Just pee, and then turn the light on. I think, oh fuck! I miss it completely.
Okay. I need to avert this to Eileen right away because I saw it. Like I said, I saw her name. I was like, hey, what's up? I didn't read her comment just yet, but I just read it. She goes, I have a friend that loves when his girl is on or about to be on their period. Do you know why, though? Because I would like to understand the
That is
concept
a
behind that.
band.
From my experience, there are some women that in that specific period when it's like the prior time, like the pre-time, that's when like they're super horny and they're super like their libido is
They
super like
are.
fired up. They go off, and that's from my understanding. That's what I get from some ladies. But is does that like into the period time as well, or is that strictly for like the amp up or like the basically the you know the batter's cage waiting for to batter up?
It's kind of like a precursor, I think. You
Oh,
know.
Jesus! I think you asked me this shit already. I don't know if I can. I don't want. I don't know if I want to answer this. God damn it!
Oh,
Ah,
hold on. Let me see this.
oof. Oof.
So, would you kiss a girl after she sucked you off? I had a friend when I was younger who claimed that it was like sucking yourself off. Um, I think I have done it,
Mm.
but then my dick tastes like skin. So I didn't nut in her mouth, so it's all good.
I'm a.
But
I'm a. Okay, wait. Hold on. What? Okay, wait. Hold on. Respond to me in a second. Eileen answers. She goes, "The guy doesn't care. He pleasure, and yes, he knows the girl is more horny." So then, if that's the understanding,
if that's the case,
gives no shit to it. He just knows, or like he understands her cycle to where the pre like actual flow period is where she's the most libido heavy or libido energetic heavy, whatever high. um I understand why that's like more enticing to him because he's like okay, that's the time where I don't know, sexy time can like get elevated to some extent or something like that. So I do understand that. The main question for me is that, oh, I guess that's also answered as well because you said he doesn't care. So it, if it no pun intended bled over into the flow days, no matter. Um,
actually, I feel okay. Not to be like kind of backtrack what I said. If I'm planning to marry this person at some point in my life, maybe
okay, look,
because literally,
this is that's why I
I'm
asked.
not gonna do it for
Well, no, that's why
somebody.
in the beginning. That's why in the beginning I said not even your significant other because significant other means you. And I honestly, this is what I'll say for your significant other. If that's the way your mindset is doing for it, if she says I want to do it at that time, you should be able to do it at that time. Or you should be able to be able to perform at that time. You know what I mean? If it's that's why I left that one out because I was like, I mean, you're gonna love the lady. You know what I mean? So you're gonna want to do something feel nice, especially when she wants it to be done. So it's like I understand.
I just don't want anybody to say, "Yo, he lit my pussy and then have blood in his mouth." I'm like, "Yo, fuck you." It's like, what can I say? It's true. Fuck you, but damn. But I say, if I'm marrying a person, it'd be a lot easier to deal with. It's like it's kind of respect. You go for thick and thin, you know. Blood or no blood,
Okay.
bloody
I
hell.
gotta answer. I gotta answer Jesus now because I just saw his thing pop up. I'm not gonna read the second one yet. He goes, "Would you kiss a girl after she sucked you off?" I had a friend when I was younger who claimed that it was like sucking yourself off, and he would not kiss her until she brushed some teeth.
It's childish behavior. I don't like to see.
Childish behavior
So,
on who? On which one?
The person saying, "Oh, I won't kiss her till she brushes her teeth."
Yes, I agree. But in the back of my head, I'm always like, what the fuck? I just
I think when you're in the mood, when you're in that mode, you don't really think. You just
no.
do.
Let me tell you right now, when I'm in that mode, you could like whatever I want to do when I'm in that mode, I'm doing. You know what I mean? You want to stop, you can better get a real lion because I am a lion in the moment, man. I'll whoosh with fucking. You know what I mean?
I still want to taste my own pube. Like, if I kiss you, I see a pube. Like, it's my pube. I'm like, no.
Oh,
Take it out first.
oh, that answers. Okay, this breaks into a different one. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever done this, but I want to know. Okay, so if you've ever came on a girl's face and then after you guys kissed,
No, I haven't done that yet.
you're fucking lying.
Serious. Look, I don't really. I haven't done that.
Bullshit. I hate you. Oh, you
I,
haven't done that? Okay, never mind. Never mind. That makes sense. Gone with your
there's a reason.
but too. Yeah, man. I'm live in a test tube. And we're just gonna, pour each other in each other's mouth. It's gonna be like the cross fucking thing.
I'm gonna say is I've had worse shit in my mouth from women, so I can't say my own shit won't be like that.
Ebony brings up a good point. Says you don't feel the shame till after. You damn right, because in the moment we don't give a fuck, man.
Bro, I don't feel shame at all. I was like, yo, I done it.
I feel shame.
Some people don't get to do it. Some people don't get to do it.
Maybe not feel shame. I just feel I question. There's a big question mark. Like, what am I thinking right now? You know what I mean? What's the answer?
There's often not clarity. You know, when you watch porn, you bust a nut, and it's like, oh, I feel disgusted. What did I do? No. That's a
I don't watch porn, man. I don't know.
No, that's literally things that I can literally do it. I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? Why did I look at this? It's like it's not even. Oh, man.
I can understand it, especially if it's like a video where it's like I don't know, something weird where it's like mom and son, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh fuck, I feel bad. Like I couldn't.
Sometimes when I'm horny, I just do what I need to do, just get out of the way. But then it's like when I look at what
I was gonna ask, can you ever? So imagine you wake up, fucking as rock, okay?
Mm.
Can you just go? Can you go back to sleep, or is that not possible?
I can. I can easily. It's not.
Okay.
I think
I can go back to sleep like almost immediately. Like I'll be up for a little bit, like maybe a minute or two, 5 minutes, whatever. But then if I'm knocked out, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. You could be up all you want, but I'm down. You know, my brain is mentally down, so I can't even be put in that situation.
I think here's what I do. When it's up, I put my hand down my trousers because that's what men do, and hold it because it's warm, and go back to sleep.
Alright, so I do that on the but I remember when I was I don't know, I was in PE in some high school class, freshman, sophomore year, and I remember we're outside, we had to get dressed in PE clothes, shorts and shirt, and it was like cold as fuck in the morning, okay? And like I remember that's all I could do is like I'd put my hands in my shirt and I would stick my hands in my pants, cut my balls, and like that was the most heat I could get. Like standing outside, I'm like, this is miserable. I feel miserable, and like it wasn't just me. It was like me and every other boy. And like people would come, why are your hands in your pants? It's so fucking cold. You don't have something hanging off you that fucking freezes right now. Okay, get off, get away from me.
If you was in school with me, you see it every single day. It's just hands in their pants because it's warm. I went to a boys' school, so there's a lot of boys.
When I was a kid, I thought I was smart. I don't know if I was really smart or not, but I would go into the bathroom. Like if I was super, super cool, I'd go into the bathroom, hit that fucking hand dryer, and just boom. Hit it again, boom. Fucking boom, man. I would do that till the fucking bell rang. I'm like, yo, I'm good. Heater right here. I'm good.
I can't do what thing says, Jesus says, I take a person got to sleep. What's the moment my feet hit the floor? I'm not going back to sleep.
I can take a piss and go back to sleep. I can do even better. I eat a bowl of pasta, like a bowl of rice and some shit, and then just knock the fuck out right away. Because like, if I wake up, I'll have enough I don't want to say like up. I'm not up enough, but like I'm up just enough to the point where I can make it to the kitchen, grab something that I already put there from the fridge, grab it, put it in the microwave, lean back for a minute, grab it out the microwave, walk back, eat it as I walk back, get to my bed, finish it, put it down, knock back out. You know what I mean? Like I've done that hundreds of laugh when it's like so story of like he fell asleep with a sandwich on his chest. Like, bro, you have no idea like what kind of platters of food I fell asleep with on my chest. You have no idea. Ridiculous, man. Imagine waking up with like fucking 11 donuts left out of 24, and you're just like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love those vids, man.
Uncle go down on me type of vids. That's the ones that you shame about because you don't shame in the moment, but afterwards you're like, oh, I have an uncle. Fuck. Okay, his goes, not if she has jizz in her mouth after she gets rid of it in this fair game. I will say I agree. I'll say that's what I've done. Like as long as you just get it off your face. You know what I mean?
I just don't want to kiss my kids, man.
Because in that moment it's still boom. It's still like still gotta give you your props kiss, gotta give you your you're a badass, good job, high five, here's a Gatorade. Enjoy. Here's you go watch Joe Coy. You know what I mean? Put on the fucking show.
I was thinking when I saw that whole gist thing, I'm thinking most girls are serial killers.
You think?
I think that if you judge her mouth, she's a serial killer.
How you figure? How you figure?
You think has kids? Basically, she's Anakin. She's Anakin in Star Wars, where he killed all those kids. That's what she is. So if you're choosing them out,
Star Wars, my baby. Oh my god.
I don't really watch Star Wars, but I know that reference. So I was like, if you're choosing them out, she's a serial killer because she killed multiple kids. If not billions, millions of kids.
Okay. Well, look, I gotta turn the pages on you. I gotta turn the pages on you. That what if you did it? You the one that aimed the gun.
Hey, it's never a person.
Hold on, Google. What the fuck do you want?
Hmm?
My Google Home just went off and it said some shit. What do you want?
Yeah, I thought it was Anne-Marie for a second. What? But no, it's like, is it the person holding the gun, or is it the person shooting the gun? Is it the gun or the person shooting the gun? That's the thing.
Is the person shooting the gun? What do you mean? You are the holder and the shooter.
No, I'm the gun. She is the shooter.
You are the holder, the shooter, and the gun, sir. Okay, look. The girl, I'm gonna be real with you. The girl is just a target.
No, she's forcing it out. That's a gun. I'm the gun. She is the shooter.
Okay.
It's like
this is a hard one because we're gonna have to meet in the middle somehow on this. How would that equate? Who is?
Because imagine you could be sleeping, and she jerks.
Bullets in the trigger. Or I got the bullets in the chamber.
Yeah, there's always a bullet in the chamber. I was saying you have no control of what happens to your thing once your hand is on there or a mouth is on there. You can't say, yo, I'm going to just if he wants to, he wants to. So the person who has the hand or mouth on it, it's them who's making it happen.
I would agree, but I think at the end and from the majority of my times, I've like even like when it's close to it, it's like if you have it in your hand and I want a certain thing, like say for instance, is like they have it in their hand, they're in like it's going in the mouth, and I don't want it to go in the mouth. I'm gonna take your hand off. I'm gonna tilt your head back, and it's gonna go somewhere else. But you know what I mean? Like I reserve the right to aim discretion. It's my gun. It's my manliness. Moving on. Wouldn't most women spit or swallow as a courtesy before trying to kiss you? I would hope so. Let's just all agree on that. Any female watching, that's let's make that a lady's rule. You must spit or swallow as a courtesy before trying to kiss your significant other.
Follow rules. That's the whole point of Muslims. It's like they would think, I can't. You can't hit me. I'm a woman. But then the moment you hit them, it's like, fuck. You don't get to get hit back. It's like, there's a rule saying if you hit me, I should be able to hit you. That's just human rules. But for real women, they think if I hit you, you can't hit me. That makes no sense. It's like you're not invulnerable to punches now. So if you punch me in my face, I'm most likely gonna punch you back. Most likely, no. I'm most likely to hug you first, hug your arms down, so that way I can't do it again. But the moment you do it twice, my hand is flying because I can't control my rage and hit my face. But if you slap me, I'm not gonna hit you back.
I agree and I disagree. I agree because I'm like, you right as a person, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like that you should have the right to. I have to disagree because all my grandparents watching right now would fucking kill me in my sleep if I didn't. So no, I gotta go against that. I gotta be like, yeah, blah blah blah. But
no, it takes self-control not to. But me, if you touch my face, if you hit me in my face with a fist, I lose control. I don't know why. It's just a thing. It's just like, don't hit me in my face. I will slamp you.
No. I don't know if it was permission, but I think in my head I would just I would run the fuck away. Like, you can't touch me. Like, you're not as fast as me. Come catch me. You know what I mean? I can't. I just can't, because you're right. Like, if I were to just, I don't know if I could just stand there and just be taking fucking bitch slaps like left and right, because I would snap at the first. I would snap right as you raised your hand. I would crack you, like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? You know what I mean? Like, so I have to always think about that kind of stuff. But I will say that in situations, I've always like if something happens like that, I'm always the one to step in and take this one step further. I'm gonna get nuts. You know what I mean? Like, I do have my limit on that. So it's like I see what you're saying. It's like, okay, like, you hit me in my face like once, that's pushing it. You hit me in the face twice, it's all hands loose, because I'm not in control anymore. It's some fucking kind of animal that's in me. Okay, I told you 2 hits to the face will do that. You know what I mean? So I understand that kind of where you have to a certain thing. This is my caveat. It doesn't work with Polynesian chicks, whether they're small, big, whatever the fuck. Okay, you get hit by a Polynesian chick, to slap or whatever. Let me be real with you. If you get hit by a Polynesian chick, you're not getting slapped, and you're probably walking away with a black eye. Like, fact. These girls can throw, bro. Like, these girls can get down and scrap. Like, and they're not afraid to. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something about how the fuck they get down, and it's like, I can't even put myself to that, because, like, first off, no, you're gonna hit me and it's gonna hurt. Like, I understand what that means. You know what I mean? Like you ever, like, they're in a fight and, like, the first person cracks them, and then they're not ready for it. Okay, like, they weren't ready for that level. That's what I would be like. Like, the first time a girl hit me, like a Polynesian girl hit me, crack. Oh, this is a new game. I'm done. I don't want to play. I'm out. Tap. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, no. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Nah, for me, I don't know why. I'm like, I know why, because I just said, if you hit me first, means I have free reign to fuck you up. But if anybody's like, yo, if you hit me, that means I'm gonna hit you back. But I'm gonna let you hit me once, and if you hit me twice, that means you want to fight me. If you hit me once, that means you fought by it after.
Because it's like you did a repetitive action, yeah.
He's like, doof. If you got 1, 2, if you hit me once, if you hit me twice with the same hand, you definitely want to fight. If you hit me like bang bang, you really want to fight. But if you hit me like once and say, oh shit, maybe not, like, cool. I said, I'll let you off this time.
Yeah.
But if you slap me, I'm like, ow, but I'm not gonna hit you. It's like, I probably deserved it. So I probably deserve that slap. I'm not gonna hit you. What?
Ebony says, as someone who used to hit guys and started off with my cousin's roughhousing, I don't think it's okay for women to hit men. The thing is, look, I agree with you in both of the factors. Women should hit men should hit women. Men should hit men, women should hit women. Let me throw those in there, because a lot of times people fucking forget about that. I'll be honest with you. The whole fighting thing, like, everyone fighting and, like, gun, bang, bang, whatever, like,
that's weak, man.
It's so stupid. Like in my head, and, like, this is me coming from warrior society. You know what I mean? Every nation, pick your best 5. Your best 5 against my best 5, and who wins. You know what I mean? Like, that will be how it ends. You know what I mean? Like, there will be one side that wins, or whatever. You know what I mean? I always think that should be the case, because think about it. Imagine if you didn't have an army. You didn't need missiles. You didn't need all this money for all this military funding. Blah 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 blah. If the ultimate war was like, oh, all right, you make 5 phone calls, and you go, all right, let's go. Get ready, start training. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be the more honorable way for everyone to go back. Like, okay, you said your best could beat our best. So then that's, you know what I mean? Like that.
I'm not gonna lie, America would lose a lot then. America would lose a lot.
Because let me tell you what, Hawaii ain't part of America.
I know, but I say America would lose a lot.
Hella.
A lot of things. Because they don't win in the Olympics.
Well, the thing is, I think they would, but I think they would also have a good chunk of some people that like the world doesn't, because you got to remember in America, and I'm not like trying to boast about them, but in America, the level of training you can get as someone who just, let's say, has the money to do it. It's, I mean, you're almost already in a top tier category. You know what I mean? If you can put yourself in that position, whether it be by money or knowing a friend of a friend of a friend, majority of all the top like places are in America, because for no other reason than it's going to make the most money. You know what I mean? Like if there was no benefit, their schools are in Brazil, their schools are in whatever country, Russia, Germany, Japan, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's just a better way to do it, or like think about it. Right, let me just finish on this. Imagine if every single country in the world spent no money on military weapons, blah 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 blah. If anything, it was just like fighting, like training their 5 fighters to scrap. You know what I mean? Like hand on hand, gladiator style. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's you. All right, you want a big dick swinging competition? Enter the fucking Coliseum. Let's go. Let's see who it is. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the most manly way to do it.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. It's easier to make money in America because America is like the place where it's meant to be. But for education, it's never been. I think America's not the highest in education in terms of fighting. Literally, boxing, I think, started not in England, but some of the best boxers best boxers I've seen have been not from America.
Yeah,
and what's it called? I forgot what I was saying. Some of the best military is not even American. It's all secret services are not American. They're more like French, English, and
okay, like the top secret service. Yeah. I saw a couple of those. Yeah, there's definitely some. There's definitely some of those out there. Like one of them is called like the Special Operations Force. And I looked at it and I was like, yo, these guys actually have the most badass attire. Like, they look like straight up commando, like futuristic commandos and shit. And I'm like, I don't know if America's got this shit or would even like try and implement this stuff, because it's wild.
It's like the thing is that even the best actors are not even American. They're most likely to be British. They're more likely to be British, because some things where some of the actors that people love, have been British. Some of the people that you don't expect to be British are British. Like the guy from Get Out, he's British. Idris Elba, British. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, British. Doctor Strange, British. It's like
that's true.
Loki, British.
Loki's my shit, dude. Oh, Loki's my man. Okay,
so
wait.
A lot of people.
I gotta point out real quick. Gon posted a thing on it. On the thing, and it's a video of a guy just getting it, just singing, and some chick comes up right in the back of the head, and then he goes back to singing. I'll be honest, if that was me, number one, that first slap would have came back with a crack, would have the first one, because like if you surprise me, that's one thing, you know what I mean. If you sucker punch me, that's a whole other thing, because I will be coming for you.
I've seen the whole video, man.
Jesus, you got Jesus talking to you.
Yeah, that's alright. Just so you said that's alright. But no, what was I saying? Yeah, I saw that video. That boy, if you look at his eyes, he's playing games, but he's literally playing like games, and his eyes are in tears. Hold on, Win War's not Britain. Hold on, Win War's not Braun. What's that mean? Here's what I'm saying. Yeah, America had to get help from other countries to beat Britain out of America. That's what I was saying to you. You lot had help from other people to be a small country out of your country. Bruh, we populated the world. We made not populated the world. We took over the world. We are the conquerors.
I hear you over here. I was taking a pee, and I hear him. He's like, "Look here, you. Look, you needed help. Blah blah blah." Like, look, I don't give a fuck.
Britain,
I don't give a fuck if someone's talking smash on America. I don't give a shit. Okay, I
Britain
got
is
you
the
on
big
that.
bad man. Britain is the big bad that people don't like, but it's the one that everybody likes compared to America. That's exactly, yo. Like literally, America, we made America, but for some reason you don't are the bad ones. And even though we took over the world, for some reason you lot still are the bad ones.
So this is how
Yeah.
you can think of me. You can think of me as the West Side London, way West Side.
So, bruh,
Like you,
I
you
don't really like England, but still, we are the shit. We sound
Oh
better,
my
man.
God, gone. Oh, that
Oh,
dude went viral for his baby mama abusing him, bro. I'll watch it
yeah.
again. I'll give him another view because that was some wild shit. All right, Jesus is
Oh,
pocket it straight. I don't care how swole you are. If you could jump, you could jump. It's smart to get friends to help you out. Brains brawn. Mm.
true. I agree with that. It's smart to get
Mm.
multiple people to fight one. That's not fair, though. But
Well,
oh,
the big chat, son.
oh,
We gonna bust a big
no,
town. Yeah.
no, you're not allowed. That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
am
that's what I
Mexican.
said to this.
Look.
I said what I said. Yeah, I love Mexicans. Look, oh, well, most Mexicans. Anyway, what's it called? I said this how America became free was because when America had help from Canada, from some other countries to get us out of the country. But
Canadian.
somehow, I think I don't remember who else was involved, but basically a bunch of people who had was reigned over England just basically said that fuck these people, let's get them out of America. And some of these people stayed in America, made a new America, basically. So,
You're right. America's hella bitches. Shit. America couldn't even. America wasn't even enough for them. They took over all America, then they came over to fucking other side of the ocean. They were like, Hawaii? Y'all know this is ours too. Fuck.
because England has ended been people. So the reason why there's Independence Days for people, it's independence from us.
Did you
It's
know?
not that. It's independence from
Did
the
you know
UK.
that the Hawaii, like one of the Hawaii state flags, is like it's the American flag with the Union Jack in the corner where the like 50 stars are supposed to be. So it's got the American flag, and where the stars are supposed to be, it has the British flag in it
I believe that
because
because
we were supposed to be allies with Britain or whatever. You know what I mean, or whatever like
mm,
way back in the day.
I feel the same with Australia. Innit? Australia has the
I think so.
British flag,
Mm-hmm.
the UK flag with a bunch of
Australia.
stars.
I
So
think New
it's like,
Zealand too.
is it New Zealand or Australia? Which was I don't know which was which. No, in terms of flags, can't say about people
I
could
can't
tell.
remember. I think it's probably Australia would be. Ebony goes. Britain is the old guy in the corner that still thinks they're in charge, but no one respects them anymore. Bruh,
It's like,
what you talking about? Who you talking about here? I'm old. I'm 21, bruh.
hold on.
Paul,
Kids don't
Kobe,
respect. Hold on. No. That's bullshit. I don't want to lie. That's bullshit. There's a reason
bruh.
why people still look up to our royalty or talk about our royalty because we're still that important. I think there's still we are important to you to America as much as you don't believe it, but we are still important because certain things that we do because of is yeah. But it's I say no respect anymore. Kids don't respect the British people, the hood British people because we sound
Mm-hmm.
different. But the thing is, if you hear what we're saying and look up how we're living, you don't probably be more scared of us than we're scared of you because we don't do guns like that. Yeah, not often, I should say, but we do things face to face. We don't use guns.
Yeah.
We stab. We fight. We do it properly. America is more pussy compared to
I
England because are long range.
I agree. And
It's
I'll
just
be honest,
long.
like what you're talking about, the whole like gun thing. before it even gets to that, this is how you get a true American. Like, this is where I'm being real right now. The true American that's not like a manly man or whatever. When you get in that situation, you buckle so fucking fast. You fear for your life because you realize that is now in jeopardy. You know what I mean? There's a different, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like you're painted, like you were raised in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, protection, blah 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 blah, bad this and that. But then you get in a situation like, oh, they can't even get to me in time. I'm like, oh no, you know what I mean? So it's like, I would say that that's probably a good 50% of American people. And then the other 50%, you got the guys going in the army like, boom, jarhead, bah,
Okay, hold on. Do
creatine.
you know
You know
how?
what I mean?
Okay, in America, yeah, it's a lot of drive-bys in America, right?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, I
is it
guess,
not?
but I realistically, I've never like even heard of one. So I mean,
Okay, cool. Lucky for you. But from what I've seen, can you imagine? I've seen this. People will go to your house and kick the door down and rush in your house, fuck
hmm?
up the whole entire house, fuck up your family, then bounce. No, it is, the thing is, it's not Peaky Blinders, but it is more like, it's the thing. The old school gangsters are ones that wear suits and are relaxed over here. Over there, I don't really know much about them because they're still they're more relaxed, but they still look like that shit. But
Bro, bro,
but England is more sophisticated in the goonery. I said goons, yeah. The more sophisticated goons when they're older. They wear suits. They make money. Some of the most
mm,
hood rat people, some of those people you see in like companies now have tattoos. They
oh
talk a
yeah,
lot of shit and have links. They have links to people
to
who
the
are
streets,
criminals
straight up,
because that's how it is over here. Over
straight
there,
up.
it happens, but just it's more openly. It's like we are more covert with our bullshit. Like, say
Yeah,
racism was covert over here. We are more covert with our criminal shit. Like if you hear me talking on a regular basis, I talk like this. But if I go to workplace, I talk different sometimes because I have to.
yeah.
But in America, it's kind of you exude that I'm the best kind of bullshit. Yeah, when you show yourself to be the best, when you try to puff your chest up, that yeah, I'm the best. But when somebody who's smaller but somehow can prove you wrong, you like, oh fuck, yeah, I'm still the best, but you win this time. That's what America is. Are the dog with a loud mouth.
Oh, stop
You're not the
saying you
small.
lot. God
You're not,
damn it! I am
you,
Hawaiian, Kingdom of Hawaii,
yeah,
motherfucker.
America,
I
certain
get it.
parts
I
of
get it. I
America,
live on the land. Okay, I don't give a fuck, man. These motherfuckers don't give me no land to live on.
certain parts of America is more. It's like say it's the Chihuahua, the loudmouth, and then there's America, which is the British Bulldog. It's called a British Bulldog. It's not as loud, but will bite the fuck out of you. You know, there's a reason why certain things are happening. That you can't
I get
see.
that.
Get five gangsters. Okay, get five of the most hood black people from America to come to England to fight the most five hood black people here. I'm not trying to say
No.
we are.
That's good. That's good.
I'll say 5 versus 5. Yeah, we don't because you don't use guns. It's easy to use guns because it's long range. You can't get touched. It's not
That's
less
what I think
traceable.
about them, but
It's more
you're
traceable
right.
actually. It's more traceable. But a man from here will stab you and walk off. I've seen a man break through a window to get into a club, they hammer a man in his head, and then walk out casually.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
like,
look, I agree
it's.
with you.
Mm.
I agree with you, but this is where I'm gonna detour with this because it's a matter of thinking, and Gon puts it fucking perfectly on this one because you say it like, okay, like America, like you're the ones that will use the guns. We will stab you because we ain't scared of shit. We will fuck you up. I'm like immediately that thought to me, it's like, okay, yeah, they're the basically like you were saying, the old gangsters, and it's like I will fuck you up. This is not new to me. I can do this. In my head, my equivalent to like to to what you're saying is like my ancestors did. If my ancestors stabbed you, they were using shark's teeth that they jumped in the ocean to kill a shark to get. And Gon's point puts it up even better. 1,000 years ago, imagine squaring up with one man. That man, his hand would bam, bam, boom, fucking dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
Would be the closest thing that I can imagine that would grab at like almost any size, grab you by the neck and like lift you up and walk with you. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing like I can imagine. Like the fucking
Hold on.
thickness of those bones, bro. Those people were, oh my god, they were animals.
I got another point to make here. It's not
Go.
there's a reason why people are scared of Samoans and Polynesians because they're big and they're strong and will most likely fuck you up with their hands.
You're right.
Am I wrong?
No,
there's a reason why people are scared.
Think about it. There's a dance like a dance where you like the point is to hit yourself hard enough to where the guy across from you is like, oh, this guy's fucking crazy, let's not do this. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point of hakas is to put fear into you by damaging me to a point where you're like, oh, this guy's fucking crazy. Like he punched himself in the face. Like these guys are no joke. You know what I mean? Like, and I gotta be honest, even like for my like big. Bro, one Neanderthal fucking roll you over like a ball pin, like bowling ball. You know what I mean? Fucking like it's just what I know, or from what I've like seen, like old ancient, like the beginning, like human people to be like. They're just like fuck the muscle. Just the amount of bone density alone is like it's a fucking bat, dude. Like let me hit you with my forearm, kind of thing. Damn. My only option would be to climb a tree. Because I eventually would get tired. I eventually would get tired and have to climb a tree, and then figure out how to build a tree house because I can't come down now. There's fucking Neanderthals chilling at the bottom.
Oh, why are you breaking knees? Sorry, but I'm sure enough.
Broken knees are broken knees.
But I think that broken jaw is way worse. You can't eat no more. You should drink for a few months.
Yeah, I would agree. Broken jaw would suck more than broken knee, but
and I almost like to break the jaw first.
To an extent, I would say.
Like I said, I don't like fighting on purpose. That I avoid it as much as possible. But I will antagonize it
as possible.
If it's happening, I'll be like, I'm antagonizing. Yo, hit me, please, so I can hit you. Because if once you hit me, that means I can't get in trouble with the law no more.
See, so I thought that was the case, but I've watched enough people do that and saw them both get in trouble, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'll get in trouble less then. I'll get in trouble less.
You're right. You are right. You are right.
So, but I'm saying, I like it to be. I'm like, if you touch me, please touch me. If you're not gonna touch me, then shut the fuck up. Which is the same. So I don't like Americans. The Americans are loud and annoying in terms of how they are boasting about what they can do. I'm like, yo, I won't touch you, but the moment you touch me, I'm hurting you. You're right. If you see me in person, I'm always hooded up, which is not really good looking for in terms of being a black boy. But I'm hooded up. My face is angry. Majority of the time, resting bitch face. And if I sit down, you can see, my legs are where I sit is like, don't talk to me. But then, some reason I put off that. Apparently, I put off that the aura of I will hurt you kind of thing. Because I said I remember there's a girl. Hopefully, man, I don't hug you, bruv. Anyway, there was a girl who I liked.
Jesus want to hug me?
And Jesus said, I'll touch you. He's like, yeah, thank you, man. Anyway, there was a girl back in the day that I liked here. She goes, yeah, I saw you in a bus that one day, but you look so angry. So now I got angry. I was just my face. I was like, oh, that's how you talk to me. I was like, okay, cool. Sorry, my bad. And that's how I am, man. It's about Britain. I'm more scared of British thugs than I am American. I'm more scared of American white people because they have the law on their side, but that's just another story. But
I'll be honest. I'm gonna take this a step further for you, Dwayne, because I got one shot.
Hey.
All humans, all of them, bitches. Okay, bitches. You know why? The second they walk under the water, you're just nothing. You can't do shit. Yeah.
Let's see, everyone
A
scuba dive.
whale can eat you. A jellyfish can sting you to death. Not even a fuck. You can't even make it to the sharks before the fucking crabs come and grabbing your body. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. The
I want,
and don't get me wrong. Like, I'm from a place that's surrounded by water, one with the water and kind of shit. But I'm like, yo, know your place. That's the first rule I was always taught. Know your place in the water. It ain't the water's not your spot. You know what I mean? Like, you share that with the people or the things that are inhabiting it. So watch your paddling. You know what I mean? It's like, know what you're walking into. If there was a big Noah's flood that like took everything out again, yeah, we would be fucked. We would be chum. We would be chum for all the little fishies.
hold on, 1 second. There was a black person that told me that, Ebony. Her face was angry. She was black. I hang around more black people
Wait,
than
wait,
I hang around anything else. Now, I used to hang around like white people, but they're mostly on the internet. But majority of my friends that are not black are on the internet. Everything else in person is black. I'm
so
majority
yeah,
black.
I'm friends with a black guy.
True. Exactly.
You.
But I'm saying I'm black as fuck, but I understand our cultures enough to know when not to do certain things. Like
Yeah.
have respect for other people. Like the shit for
Nope.
me. That's how it should be. Because they don't have respect for me.
Man, I'm just telling you. Look, I'm not gonna get into this right now because I know it's my specialty. But look, what happens when we always think about aliens are like all these small little things, no muscle, no blah blah blah. What if they're just like the fucking level 10 fucking like you know what I mean? Like went fucking Dragon Ball, the version of the humans. Like what if they come down? Because then literally we're just gonna be like, well, fuck, bye, bye everybody, we're done. I mean, like, what, if a better version of us comes out, we're fucked because they're gonna be like, you're an enemy, you're competition. We're basically the bigger USA. We're gonna take you over. Goodbye. Fuck.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't do aliens is another story, man. Aliens will be fully different.
Oh my god, I'm not even getting into this. All right, y'all, she's gone. Ebony, y'all taking this race shit too far. Americans and British people are racist, like the most racist people,
Oh,
plus the Germans, plus the
I agree.
Germans.
I agree,
I'll
but
still
Britain's more
throw in
covert
plus the
racist.
Germans at the end.
Britain's covert racist. They'll look at you on the bus or wherever you're walking, not say a word, and just
Oh,
not give you,
like
and
the
just
silent glare stares. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
that's just covert racism. That they won't say nigger. They'll just go like they'll move the bags or move away from you. That is just like blatant. It's like, yo, I'm wearing a suit. What did I do to you?
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, but then there's like covert is no reason to say, oh, he sounds ghetto when he talks. Which and sometimes I get it, but when I talk normally, when I talk at a job, I don't sound
Yeah,
ghetto. I sound like me, just a bit more.
yeah.
I don't know. So when you say I sound ghetto, it's no way of saying he's too black. Then when there's when certain things you just can't do no more because you are black, it's like yeah, so, no, I'm good. So certain black when there's certain places in the world you can't go to because of your skin color,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. And when those places are in England and America, I'm good. So yeah, I'm safe there. Man. I'm good in
Yeah.
that.
Tell you what, you be safe in Hawaii. We fucking welcome everybody.
I feel a bit too small.
Fishies, welcome the mermaids, the merman. Why do you think we got Aquaman?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's finish this one strong. I think we're at like a little over an hour and a half. All right, so we got
Yeah.
the New Year's resolution done. I didn't say something. I guess I was gonna pick something. So I don't have like a New Year's resolution. I really don't believe in those shit because it's like saying you got to do this one year. This year, so I'd rather say this year be doing whatever, whatever list of things. But I have a huge list of things that like I'm doing like as is. I'm trying to learn like fucking 4 different languages right now. Definitely notice I've been wearing long sleeves and cover up clothing like for the last like month because I am fucking just going ham on this food shit. I know I was like complaining to the other day because I was like, if I couldn't just eat whatever the fuck I wanted, I don't know what I could do. Because that day, I promise you, I went into Walmart and bought like a box of cookies and like sat in my car, ate the whole fucking box. And I was like, I was having the time of my life, bro. I was having the time of my fucking life, dude, because I knew that okay, gotta go work out, gotta do this and that. That means I have this much energy, this much calories. Then I have. I've been working out hella hard lately. I'm actually gonna be trying to do a challenge with one of our homies and seeing basically how much push-ups he could start at and how much he could push-ups he can end at in 30 days with like my help or me just like kind of coaching him a little bit, doing the different exercises, focusing on shit. So I got a lot of stuff I'm trying out. Next week, y'all are gonna see huge fucking changes in the podcast. A lot of different media, a lot of different link changes and all that kind of shit. So keep a lookout for that. Anything you want to finish with the 2022 New Year?
I never want to fight for England ever again in a conversation because I hate England. Okay. No, I hate England enough. It's not.
The thing is, I'll agree with you because I'll agree with you. Maybe not for Britain, but like that's literally the reason why I didn't join the military because it brought down to the point where I asked myself a question: are you okay with fighting for the United States of America, knowing what about your family, your literal history, the literal history of Hawaii, the things that aren't in the books that you know. Every fucking corner I turn, it's always going to be a hell no to the fuck no. You know what I mean? Like the only, and that's where I can decipher. I would fight for Hawaii and Hawaii only. If it wasn't going to be for Hawaii, it would be for a place that has the same values and mindset as Hawaii follows. Trust, loyalty, those kind of like important details, you know what I mean? So it's like if Hawaii wasn't an option, the closest thing I'm going to go to is the one that has my values closest to their mindset. I don't give a fuck if you take over land it's not my land. You want me to go kick some guy's ass so that you can take his land? How about I just kick your ass? You know what I mean? My mind doesn't work like a soldier. I would just, you know what I mean? I wouldn't make it through boot camp. I definitely wouldn't make it through boot camp. I'd be scrapping up with the fucking sergeant right away. Bro, I'm from Hawaii. Why not? Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, I couldn't shut up. I couldn't shut up for, you know what I mean? Like fucking order me around. So I definitely agree with you there because it's like, what your place has done up to this point. And it's like, I'm not really okay with all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I could at least think of one different place that I would fight for prior to. My Facebook's less than 30 times, bro. You're getting close, man. You're getting close, but that's all right.
Man, I think if I were able to join that any kind of military, and it's like, yo, Dwayne, we want to give you a better place to live, and I'm like, yo, cool. So give me £1 million or $1 million worth of whatever in wherever it is. Yeah. I place a good fiber up the internet, and I'm good. Just take my family safe, and I'm happy with that. Fuck this country. I'm good. As long as I have what I need, I don't care about nobody else other than my family.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
That's why I like the whole I like the whole like the small community thing. It's like you take care of you and your village because that's your whole life. You know what I mean? You don't know nobody else. Back in the days you knew 50 to 150 people. You max. You know what I mean? That was your entire life. You couldn't travel far enough to know more people, especially in the middle of the fucking ocean. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I like that concept because it feels spacious, it feels close, it feels like it's like close but not too far away kind of thing. It's like just on the cusp of I don't know, like balance for me on that. Do you think, or I guess a better question is, do you think Jamaica would give you a similar kind of like outlook, like living in Jamaica?
I feel like Jamaica is more welcome because they know that they know what is this like. There's videos on TikTok about people who sound like they're from Jamaica, but they look like they're not from
Yeah,
Jamaica. As in
yeah,
like, the
yeah.
the white, the Asian. I'm
Dude, I
like
saw
people
one just
like
now, or just the other day. It was a London cabbie, or like a guy. I think it was like, yeah, man. I would be honest. I ain't from Jamaica, but I want to crack the shit out you because you were just saying stupid words, man. You're trying to make it sound like I fucking hate it, man.
yeah, but Jamaica's welcome because it's like once we know you're from Jamaica, we love you because you are Jamaican. You're not white that happens to be Jamaican. You are Jamaican. That's all it is. It's like you are born
Fact.
here. You're not born here. You are raised here. You're Jamaican. There's it's like
That's
if you're
what.
Britain, if you don't look like you're British, it's like you don't belong here. You could talk. You can have different, completely different accent being born here and raised here, but it's like to some people, you're not British. It's like you're not good enough.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're in Jamaica, if you respect the culture, you love the culture, and you embrace the culture while still being you, you are Jamaican.
I
You are
agree with
loved.
you. I agree with you 100% because like that's the exact same mindset as Hawaii. If you even if you're not born from there, that's why I always say Hawaii. Like Hawaiian is a bloodline. You track that up to a point, and then you see where they came from, blah blah blah. But damn, I don't know where I was going with this.
Welcoming
I took my last
culture.
shot and I forgot. I gotta be honest.
Welcoming culture. Hawaii.
Oh, welcoming culture. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, it's like the same thing. I mean, all the Asian countries, but like all the Asian countries, basically, like think about it. We are the dot in the middle of the ocean that is like the bridge from Asia and all that world and America and all that world. You know what I mean? Like we had I mean, every island culture had that kind of thing from all over the place, but like we had just damn near everyone and a lot of them because it was like the place to be. Go, this was the midway point from A to B or blah 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 blah, and like there is a thing called Hawaiian and there's a thing called Hawaiian. Homegrown Hawaiian, where you might not have been born there, but you were raised there and you claim Hawaii as your home. That, to me, you are just as Hawaiian as the person who has the Hawaiian blood.
Yes.
Fact, because I define Hawaiian as the conglomerate of cultures and societies that were in Hawaii when Hawaii was growing to become the thing that it is today. No one culture had like just an impact on Hawaii. We have Filipino, Spanish, Puerto Rican, you know what I mean, the whole shebang. You know what I mean? Everyone contributed at some point at one way or another, and not just small. So it's like I understand that, and I take huge value to that. If you claim Hawaii to be your home, if you have the audacity to do that, who am I to tell you no? Just as if I was, say, I came back to Hawaii one day and someone was like, "Yeah, fucking Hawaiian, you don't look Hawaiian." Yeah, slippers off, square up, let's go. We'll find out. You know what I mean? Because like I grew up here. I will claim this as mine always. You know what I mean? Like this is 100%. So if that's your mentality behind it, if you're gonna stand up for it, you got it. I allow you to claim yourself as Hawaiian. You're white,
Anybody.
black, brown,
Fine.
fucking Puerto Rican, or crazy. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Oh boy. I'm
But yeah,
going to
so
Jamaica.
to wrap up the podcast, basically move to Hawaii, move to Jamaica, America, and Britain and the UK, just pieces of shit. I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure someone's listening at some point and I'll trust them.
the thing is, we always got to remember that we're just a point in history that could be that page in the book where everyone was like, "Damn, that was a bad point in time. Thank God, better." You know what I mean? And that's always the hope that. And when kids 1,000 years from now they're reading that book, like, "Oh yeah, that was a shitty time," but then things got better from there on out. So it's all up to you folks, researchers, developers, gang members, fireballers, British Jacks, Union Jacks, Dwayne's, Royce's, Jesus's, Gons, all y'all, make the world a better place. What do you want to finish on, Dwayne? I love you. You want to say I love you?
Yeah.
Dwayne says I love you. I say I love you too. Okay, so after this, keep a lookout on for some games. We played myself and Dwayne played a cooking game with Chef Anne Marie. We called it Chopping It Up with Anne Marie. 1,000 years, yes, gone, absolutely. Chopping It Up with Anne Marie, and you'll notice how her vernacular and her attitude towards us happens to be a little different than you guys are used to. Yelling ensues, but also fun. There's a fun part in there that you guys won't be ready for. We have a couple episodes that are coming out. We are going to be putting this on Spotify tomorrow. You just want to listen to it again because you know it was a great podcast. But yeah, check us out. We love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night.
I'm Anne Marie.
And thanks for listening to the RanneD podcast.